Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Sheldon, and this is Behind the Enthusiast. Today, we're going to be talking about Harley-Davidson's upcoming models for their 120th anniversary. Now, this is going to be a mix of what I think is going to happen and a little bit of predictions mixed in with maybe some things that I've heard through the grapevine. So there's a few ideas floating around, so let's get into it. So, first things first, I'm going to be basing this off of a Cycle World's post. They actually had something outlining back when Matt Levatich was still around at Harley-Davidson, and they actually had a lot of models that they were planning to come out with. And so we're going to start this segment off with the Adventure Touring. So basically what this post said was they were planning on having the Pan America, which obviously we have already. We have the base model and the special. However, in this post, there's actually a photo, and they're going to be making a 975 with the 1250, which we have both of those motors. The 975 is in the Nightster at the moment. And so they were actually planning on having the smaller engine and the larger engine, yet we never got the smaller one. We ended up getting the base model and the special. Now, because of a lot of people wanting their motorcycles to have less than 1,000 cc's for insurance, this definitely makes sense for Harley to do something like this. So I'm really hoping that they do it. I am not really in the market for a motorcycle right now. However, this would definitely be really, really appealing to me and anyone else in that same boat where the 1250 is just way too much bike for insurance purposes anyway. And so this would make it a little bit easier for us to get into the Adventure Touring segment through Harley. Now, the second platform that they have is Custom. Now, based on the photos, we already have one of those, which is the Sportster S, which has the 1250 motor in it. Now, the difference here is that Cycle World, again, this is what I'm referencing, they were going to supposedly have 5 models released, ranging from 500 cc's all the way up to 1250. Now, I'm not entirely sure what other models would really fall into this category. I don't think the Nightster really falls into this category. So I am expecting something to come out of this. And I think that because the Sportster S has a 1250 motor in it, and the Nightster has a 975, I am anticipating maybe 2 more bikes, maybe another 975 and a 1250, based on the Nightster and the 1250 Sportster S. So, yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Nightster 1250, probably going to happen. And I also want to note that the Nightster 975 is not even posted on the Harley-Davidson website at the moment, which means there's going to be some either big changes, like a motor, or paint job or something special maybe for the anniversary. I'm not entirely sure, but I have a feeling that we're going to see some big changes and potentially a Nightster 1250. Now, I don't really know what type of motor they'd be putting into that, because obviously you have the Pan Am with 150 horsepower and the Sportster S with 121, and then you have that torquey motor in the 975. So, you know, even the Sportster S is pretty torquey as well. So I'm not entirely sure what they're going to be doing. Obviously, we're going to have to wait until January 18th, but it's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, moving over to this last little tidbit of things that were supposed to happen basically back in 2020, we have the Street Fighter and Standard. Now, again, I don't think the Nightster is really included in this group. However, there was one bike in particular that would be included in this, and that is the Bronx. They're Harley-Davidson's first Street Fighter. This is actually a bike that I wanted to buy. I was ready to buy it. They said it was coming out, and then they canned it. Now, they didn't officially can it, as far as I know. Well, based on some of the comments that you guys have been leaving on my videos, anyone in Europe seems to think that the Bronx is going to happen, and so I'm going to say that you guys are right. I think the Bronx is going to be coming out this year as a 975 and most likely a 1250, like they had originally planned, because I do know that for a fact. A 975 and 1250 variation was planned before they decided to pull the plug on it. So I think they're probably going to do both of those. However, based on this information that I have, you also have 500 cc's up to 1250. And believe it or not, they plan to release 9 models. A little bit ridiculous considering that would put us at 16 models grand total. And that is a lot of motorcycles based on the Revolution Max platform. However, based on this information, I'm basically predicting we're going to have the Bronx 975. We're going to have that Pan Am 975. We're going to have a 1250 Nightster with some revisions, obviously, done to the 975. And because of all of the news about some of the Asian markets getting a 350, I believe it is, you know, a really small bike with, I think it's Benelli. And basically, we're not going to get it in North America. We're definitely not. It's not going to happen. However, does Harley-Davidson need to do something in that 500 to 750 range, like the XGs that they used to have that they've discontinued? Absolutely. Are they going to be doing something this year? Maybe. Do I think they should? Absolutely. I mean, when you think about it, if you have these concepts, like the one concept was a Café Racer and a flat tracker. Now, these ones, I don't think they ever were displayed at any shows. I did see the article, I did see the photos. The flat tracker looks amazing. Some of the design cues have been put onto the Sports Dress, so that does concern me as to whether or not we'll actually get a unique bike with a little bit of overlap here and there, or if we're going to get something completely different. I don't think a Café Racer really makes any sense. That's just my personal opinion. Flat tracker, absolutely. Indian has the FTR 1200, and there's literally no competition for it whatsoever. Harley-Davidson really needs to step up to the plate. Obviously, XR 750 kicked everybody's ass. They don't make it anymore. It's not even allowed to be used in some racing now. So the only racing that we're really winning in is the production class, where the XG 750R is performing really, really well. But in terms of street use, we've discontinued the 500s and 750s. We need something to get younger riders, people who are just starting out. It doesn't matter who you are. The 500s and 750s make perfect sense. So I feel like we're missing something there. So Harley should be doing something. Are they going to do it on January 18th? Maybe not. But I am really hoping that they at least do a flat track variation using the RevMax platform 1250, most likely to compete with Indian's FTR 1200. And if they do a 975, that would be really nice because it would be close to an 883/750. So potentially we could see that bike used for racing, both at an amateur level and a professional level. Now, obviously, this being the 120th anniversary year, they could be doing some special paint. Particular models are going to be chosen. And my guess is a CVO Road King for the CVO lineup. Now, obviously, we've had the Street Glides, the Road Glides, and Trike as well. So I think they need to change it up just a little bit, and I think for them to do that, they are going to focus on a Road King. And another reason why I'm predicting this is because the Road King is not on the website. Now, I think in my other video I said Road King Classic. However, I was thinking just the base model Road King. The Road King Classic, I don't think has been listed for a year or two now. So, CVO Road King makes sense to me just based on the information that's currently on the website. And again, with the Nightster not being there, you know, it's probably going to have some changes done as well. And in terms of what they're going to do for the anniversary, there was a leak. I'm not going to talk about the leak because I would like to just focus strictly on what I, have in my mind as a prediction, and that's about it. So those are my predictions. Those are my thoughts. I mean, we could see something really crazy that I haven't even thought of and just get completely blindsided, and I'm all for it because I don't like it when surprises are ruined. I don't like leaks. So these are strictly my predictions based on this information from Cycle World's website. There was an article there. I will include the link in the description. You guys can check it out yourselves so you know exactly what I'm talking about for reference. And that is it. We're going to cross our fingers, see if I'm right or wrong. And for you guys, leave some comments down below on what your predictions are going to be for the future models being released on January 18th. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to. Let me know what you guys want to look forward to. And let me know if there's something unique that you think Harley-Davidson is missing in their lineup right now. So leave that down in the comments. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button so I know that it's working. And of course, subscribe so you guys don't miss out on future videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.